Ever since the third season of Stranger Things premiered, fans have made many theories about what happened in the finale. But before I begin, I want you to know that if you haven't seen the third season of Stranger Things, I do not recommend that you keep watching this video because I'm gonna be giving spoilers of said season. Well, if you haven't seen already my last video, I discussed a very popular theory among fans, which is very controversial, but I can say that the majority of us agree on the results of this theory. And I'm talking about the theory about Hopper not being dead and actually being alive. If you still don't know about this theory, this is how it goes. At least I'm gonna be telling you guys what I think that actually happened. As we know, in the end of Stranger Things 3, we actually got to see how Hopper supposedly sacrificed himself, and this was a very emotional moment because there's also a scene where Eleven is looking for Hopper and she eventually notices that he's not there, and everything just gets too real and too emotional, to be honest. A very heartbreaking moment. But here's the thing, in the scene where Joyce turns the keys and shuts down the whole machine, makes it explode, we get to see Hopper in one scene, but in another scene, we don't see Hopper anymore. Maybe it was just an editing error. The editing team slipped up and there's no turning back now. Or maybe this was intentional. Here are my theories about what happened. The first theory is that Hopper escaped. He found a path where he could save himself and escape that facility, but sadly, he was found by the Russians, and so he ends up being captive. Or he got into the portal that leads into the Upside Down before it closed on Hawkins. Once he entered, the machine exploded, the portal closed, and he was trapped in the Upside Down, and just as the portal closed in Hawkins, it opened in Russia. The Russians came in, they found Hopper, they took him captive, and that's how he's a prisoner. If you can see in both of my theories, he ends up being a prisoner of the Russians. But why am I putting so much emphasis on him being a prisoner? Well, as you know, in the final scene of the third season of Stranger Things, we see that it's in Russia, and there are guards walking down an aisle that has a lot of cells. So we can actually assume that it's a prison. One of the guards approaches a cell, and the other one tells his partner not the American. And eventually they go to the next cell where a Russian prisoner is being held at. And he eventually ends up going to a place that they're keeping the Demogorgon. And if you do not remember what the Demogorgon is the creature that appeared for the first time in Stranger Things. Everything that we know of the Upside Down so far, it's all because of this creature, because it was the main antagonist in season 1. Well, ever since this scene was revealed where they say not the American, everyone started speculating that Hopper was the actual prisoner and that he wasn't dead. And that's all there was to it. That is until today that I bring you a piece of evidence that could hint of Hopper being alive. This evidence comes from a video of the official YouTube of Netflix, and the video is titled Stranger Things 3 Cast Give You an All-Access Behind the Scenes Tour. Well, as the title says, the cast of Stranger Things gives you an all-access behind the scenes tour. They show you everything, but I want you to focus when Noah, who is the actor that plays Will Byers in Stranger Things, appears and is showing the Byers house. Well, specifically when he gives a tour of his room, we can see some interesting drawings. I don't want you to focus on the one on the right, I want you to focus on the one on the left. Well, in previous seasons we have known Will to be an artist and a very creative kid, and that he loves drawing. He loves making drawings and everything, and we can see that here in this scene. But this is a very interesting drawing because we see a man dressed in prison clothes and that he is chained to a wall, both arms and legs, and that there's a kid trying to help him escape. Well, this man looks oddly familiar because I think this is Chief Hopper. I think this is the little piece that we needed as evidence that we can safely say that Hopper is coming back on season 4 and that the protagonists are actually going to rescue him. Specifically, I think it's Will who's gonna rescue Hopper. And that's it for this theory. Tell me, what's your opinion on this whole theory? And what's your opinion specifically on this new piece of evidence that we got on this video? Don't forget to leave your opinion in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video. And remember to leave a like, share this video, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to see more content. This has been All Around.